Welcome back. We are building a vampire nightclub today. And the reason that I wanted to do that was because I've emptied out Forgotten Hollow and I was like, you know what? I need to fill it back up. So I'm going to be putting 4 community lots in addition to the vampire mansion. So look out for the rest of those coming soon. But we are starting here with the nightclub, and I thought it would be interesting if, because Forgotten Hollow is such like a graveyard vibe, to make this a repurposed mausoleum. So it's going to be in the shape of a mausoleum, and then you're going to walk in, and it's going to be this bar area. And then in the basement will be a like dance, um, DJ booth, that kind of nightclub vibe. I'm actually surprised. Sorry, I can talk, obviously. I'm surprised that one of the requirements for a nightclub is not a dance floor. I was really shocked by that. It's just a stereo. So, oh well. But we are getting started on the exterior here, and I did want it to look kind of run down, lots of cracks, lots of vines, that kind of thing. So we are adding in mostly stuff from the vampire stuff pack, or not stuff pack, it's a game pack, right? Expansion pack? I don't know. The vampire pack. We are adding in stuff from the vampire pack mostly. There are a couple of other packs used, of course, because the vampire pack does not encompass everything that we will need for this build, but we are starting off with that. And we're going to make everything kind of dark, kind of dim, not super well lit, and kind of dead looking. So I am going to come back to the outside once I figure out exactly what size I need this to be and exactly what I need the terrain to look like. So we are going to go inside, and when you walk right in the door, there's like a little seating area on the side here because I didn't want to straight put tables like right in the inside of the door. So we're going to add in this fireplace and a love seat to sit at, and some lighting outside. But the chandelier, I think that's the only chandelier in here. We'll have a couple of like candle lights and stuff. And then I figured a closet, maybe for people to hang up their coats and stuff, but mostly because, I think every community lot needs at least one woohoo location. So that is what this is going to be. And then we are going to just decorate a little bit because I did bring the wall height up to medium. Actually, I think the default is medium now, but we are working with the taller wall height here, so we do have to decorate a little higher up on the walls. And mostly, again, using the vampire pack for the decorative items. And then really thick curtains, especially because, if your vampires come here during the day, you want to make sure that they're not going to get burned. Of course, that's not what happens in The Sims, but you know what I mean. And then the bar area is going to be here on the left. I am going to scooch it over. And then across from that is going to be a couple of tables and chairs for Sims to sit at. I was fiddling with the idea of doing a fence to block it off, but instead I just decided to make the counter come around, and then we will have like a door that leads into an employee area. And it's just going to be really small because this is a small build anyway. So there's just going to be a little room with a desk for the employees. I would put a kitchen area, but this is a nightclub, so we don't actually need that. Somehow food just spawns from the bar. So that's what's going on there. We are bringing the counters around here, and there will be seating all around this area. So that is going to be basically the um, whole size of it. We are going to add a couple of bathrooms in the back here and some stairs that lead down into the nightclub portion with the dancing floor. So up here is just the alcohol. Every bar needs to show off their alcohol. And then this decorative piece, because I didn't want the bottles to go all the way across. And then some vines and, again, general scuff marks, cracks, that kind of thing. Over on this side, we are going to put some more windows. just a couple. We don't really need too many windows. And also, do mausoleums have windows? Is that a thing? I'm not even sure. Um, could be possible, might not be, but that's what we're going with. So again, just decorative items. I'm going to put a little lamp in the corner here. And that is really this room here. We just need to add the flooring and the wallpaper and stuff. But that is pretty much it for this room. Just again, some clutter items, decorative items. I was kind of looking for things that looked good in a bar setting, but there really wasn't that many. Um, I don't know. There wasn't a ton of stuff that I felt worked with this kind of setting. And of course, I needed another table and I didn't really leave room for another table. So we're actually going to put that one outside for any weirdos who like to sit around outside of graveyards. And vampires would do that. So I just used the like little canisters of things and condiments and stuff. Like, everybody wants ketchup. I'm sure there's French fries, right? So that's what I'm going with. Have I ever ordered French fries from a bar? Well, I don't know. You can get like nachos and stuff, right? Man, it's been so long since I've been to a bar now that I can't even remember what bar food is. Uh, the good old days, you guys. So we are going to continue with the kind of darker theme and then go into the back portion here. So there's going to be 2 bathrooms and a tiny little employee room, and then some stairs that lead down into the nightclub. So that's what we're going with. And I did need to widen the room there because um, that archway is huge that I've been using. So we're just going to accept that, put in some railings, and then some lighting in this room. Again, I tried to keep the lighting really dim, which is hard for me because I feel like it's hard for me to see. So I usually put a ton of unnecessary lighting in my build so that I can just see what's going on. But I figured that this would look really dark and, um, dim lighting, nighttime kind of thing. So I tried really hard not to add in an excessive amount of lighting, just enough so that you can see what's going on. And then on the left here are the 2 bathrooms. They're going to be pretty much the same, just a toilet, a sink, a mirror, and a little towel rack. And then the one on the left gets a lamp because there's an extra square. But then we are going to just quickly make them kind of stone flooring, brick walls. And on this side is the employee room. It's just going to have a desk with some like papers and boxes and stuff, like different clutter items. So that is what is going on in this room. And then again, some decorations on the walls, but there's really not much space to put anything in this room. I just wanted people to be able to get to the bar, but not have the bar be exposed to the public. So that's what we added in there. And some scuffs, some cracks. That is the theme of this build, is to make a mess. So we are going down into the nightclub area. I mean, I guess the whole thing's a nightclub, but you know what I mean. The dance area, DJ booth, dance floor area. I also did put a trash can behind the bar. And there is the DJ booth, and I was just looking at the different types of lots. Like I was like, could this be a bar? Could it be a lounge? And the lounge required more love seats and the bar required a television, and I was like, nah, television would totally not like be in place around here. So that is not added. And then we are going into the bottom. You come down, there's a big archway leads into the dance area. And the dance floor and the DJ booth. The DJ booth is going to be on a platform. So there we go. And then we are going to make this a little smaller here. I didn't want to give us more room than we needed. A couple of couches to relax when you're tired of dancing. And the cool tiles, of course. Coming back in with all of the scuffs and things. I think actually my favorite wall cracks are from the Jungle Adventure pack. Um, those like big chunky ones I really like. So I was going to use that darker photo frame, but I think that the lighter one contrasted better because it's starting to get kind of hard to see down here. Like it's hard to see the scuffs on the walls and stuff. So there is those nice cracks from Jungle Adventure that I like. And then another decorative sculpture thing. Some mirrors, because why not? And that is pretty much the bottom here. We still need to do the outside, and honestly, look at what happened to the terrain when I made this. So I'm trying to even out the terrain a little bit, and you know I am literally the worst at terrain tools. Look how bumpy it is. It's so messed up, you guys. It looks terrible. So I was like, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to get so many plants and landscaping and stuff, and we're just going to cover up the total disaster that is this like lumpy terrain. So that is what's happening. I'm just going to completely cover this back area with like overgrown trees, grass, roots, the whole shebang. We are going to be over dramatic and hide this total disaster that is the terrain. So I'm going in with this grass and sizing it up to make it kind of more overgrown and wild looking. And then I didn't want to put any flowers or anything. I wanted it to kind of still be sort of dead. I wish there was some more dead plants, but you know, you win some, you lose some. So we're just coming in with that and kind of petering it out with the smaller pieces. I am going to come across here in just a second. There we go. And then we're going to come forward to hide this really sharp turn in the terrain. And I am going to put like some gravestones and different things over here. And the little table is going to have a area to relax outside. You know, just in case any people walking by want to be weirded out. Oh, and we need foundation right there. So there we go. And then I'm going to also scuff up the outside because it's got to look dirty on the outside too. And then we'll add in some different, like, I put vases on top of those. We can pretend they're urns. You can put urns there if you want this lot to have ghosts spawn. And then we're just adding in the gravestones and some terrain paint all the way around. Terrain paint. And then under all of the grass and stuff, I am going to add more grass and stuff, but right now we're just scuffing up the outside. I also have to find a thing that goes over the table. I don't even know what to call them. Pagoda, pavilion. Honestly, I thought it was called an awning. I don't even know what I'm doing. So you can see me type in awning and not find what I'm looking for. So we are going to try again here. And I use the one that's like all cloth, like wrapped over the top. I thought that that looked really good. I thought that it kind of fit the vibe. So we went with that. And then I added in a fountain, which then I added in some like overgrown grass and stuff into to make it look like it hasn't been attended to in a while. And then we are just adding in some more like overgrownness. We'll add in more on the right as well, but we need to come in with the roof. I was going to try to do something and then I was like, what am I doing? Do I look like I know how to do roofing? You just stick it on the top and call it good. So we are going to color that. And then I wish that there was like a marble roofing option, like, or a stone, but there's really not. So I just chose this blank one. Then we put a little trim on it and then scuff up the top a little bit, add in another statue. We actually add in 2 more statues now because, I don't know, I just thought it needed something. And then some more grass on the side here. I wanted it to kind of like come closer, like the overgrownness kind of taper off as it gets closer to the front. So here we go, just adding in a few more. And that is pretty much going to wrap it up for us, this landscaping. So here we are in screenshots. Here's the little table outside and the overgrown on the left side with the fountain, and then on the right side with the graves, and then another angle of the graves from the other side here, and the front with the statues, and then the inside, first floor with the bar and the dining area, followed by the bathrooms, a little employee room, the stairs going down into the dancing area. So that is going to be it. Here's a top view, a couple of top views. So I will be doing 3 more community lots in Forgotten Hollow and look forward to that. So I will catch you guys next time.